Coco.
Alright, Coco is another Pixar film. Another.
Very good Pixar film.
I feel like Pixar films are a treat.
Except for Cars. I hate it all. Well, except for the first one. I can tolerate the first one.
But the third one is okay, the second one was
they're
off.
all-
Anyway, off topic.
They're all-
So, first impressions of Coco, what'd you think?
Coco, I thought it was a great film.
Really?
To me, it was very heartfelt. It was, emotion. It was all there. The story to me was good. The pace was good. The imagination of going into that world to me was very, very interesting and very. Well, I don't know if you believe in the life after death type of thing, but it was pretty close to what I believe.
Right.
What about you? What's your first impression?
First impression, I was very impressed with the cinematicness, just like the way they created the world, and just the animation was on par. It was perfect. It was really, really awesome. So that's what I thought.
The other thing that I love was at the beginning of the movie, they did a little back, behind the scene type of thing.
Oh yeah.
And how they were showing how that one scene when Coco goes into the world of the dead, and you see the city of it. They said it took like hundreds and hundreds of hours and people. And and painting and drawing to make that one scene. So I thought it was pretty incredible.
Okay.
What are some things that you like in this movie?
So I like I said, I really liked the animation. I liked the characters. The characters they felt authentic and they felt real, and you got invested in them. And it's a Pixar movie. It makes you feel things.
That's what they do best. They actually kind of pulled the emotion out of you. Most of the Pixar movies.
And I didn't think I was going to with this movie. Like seeing the trailers and everything. Like I was like, how is this gonna really like pull at my heartstrings like it usually does? And it did a good job at that. So.
But I think that's why they're so clever, Pixar. Because most of the movies you go into it, except when they do sequels, you know what the sequel is all about. But
right.
A lot of times, some of the original stuff, you don't know what it is. You go into it and you're like, what the heck is this? And you come out liking it. Some of the things that I like in here, I love the emphasis on family, and that's what it should be. Most of Pixar's movie, it's about family, and I thought this one emphasized that a lot. My favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes, of course, is when the dad, spoiler alert, you find out who the grandfather is. It's not what you think, which is a little on the nose. You kind of figure that out. If you're smart,
right?
You should be able to figure it out if you're smart. If you're smart. Who's the grandfather? And there's one scene where he was singing to his little girl. I was sitting in the theater. I don't think anybody was not crying, including myself. I had tears. I had tears. Do you have any favorite scene that you like in there?
Favorite scene is when Miguel first crosses over into the land of the dead. The shot of the city is awesome. Yeah. The bridge made out of flower petals is awesome. And I just felt like they really put forth the effort into this movie, and it really showed. Nothing content-wise that furthered the plot. Nothing really sticks out to me right then.
Yeah.
But I'm more of I like this movie for its art more than its plot. I know you're kind of posing, right?
No, I agree. Like, the plot is it's kind of simple. You've seen these type of movies before. The way the animation comes about and the way the story was carried over to the end of the movie, it's just, makes it enjoyable. You get into it, especially with, like Paul said, the characters. You invest in these characters. And, when we first came into the movie, I was like, Coco. But then you learn, like, the main character isn't even named Coco.
That is one thing I did have a problem with.
Yeah,
Coco, it could have been named something else.
But I like it to a certain because it comes back to her. Like, she's the key to everything that the whole family, even in the dead, even in the living, connected. And so I know there's something you don't like. What are something you don't like?
All right. Well, I didn't like it. I did not like it. It's a great movie for what it is. But after sitting there for a while, I kind of thought to myself, I was like, what the heck? How would I explain this plot in my own words? I was like, this is really confusing. I still feel like it's confusing, even... It's just like, there's a lot to the story, and
There's a lot-
just when you think it's gonna end, it comes back and there's like some ex machina or some problem that comes in, and then it starts to taper off, and you're like, okay, it's gonna end now, and then it just does another thing, and it keeps doing that and keeps doing that, and by the end, when it does end, you're like waiting for something else to end, for something else to happen. What didn't you like?
I disagree with you on that one.
All right.
But I can see why there was a lot of element to the plot, because there were so many different point of view that where you're gonna go. You're gonna go to his great grandfather. We didn't know at the time, and then he had his story. You go to his, and so it was. I guess I can see where you can get confused and stuff, or kind of like expecting a different thing than others. But my only thing about this movie was one scene and one scene alone, and that was the death of his great grandfather. Pixar, at least from the knowledge that I have, has never done this before. Has never had a death presented in a film, and showing it on the screen to the audience. Now, but in this one, they actually show the person being poisoned. Spoiler alert: poisoned and dropped dead. And they showed it. I thought that was really weird. I don't think they should have put that into this movie, especially if this was geared towards kids. I understand Pixar isn't just for kids; it's for adults as well. Because you look at us, we're two grown adults that like this movie, but kids will go. I didn't like that. I thought that was something that they didn't need to necessarily show, and that's the only thing that I didn't like about this movie. I want to give you a warning: if you go to see this movie, if you're showing is at 7 p.m., show up at 7:20.
Oh my gosh.
Because there's a stupid supposedly a short film.
It's not a short. Okay.
It's not.
Frozen, just take this for what it is.
I'm done with Frozen.
Frozen is taking over everything, and
so stupid.
Show up to the movie a half hour late and you won't miss a thing, because the short in the beginning is 30 minutes long, has nothing to do with anything. 20 to 30. It's horrible. Disney's trying to push Frozen. It's stupid. It's too long, and it's not funny. It's just go 20 minutes after your showing time. Alright, so score. What do you think?
I give this movie a 9.5.
Wow. Wow.
To me, let me sum this movie why I give this 9.5. To me, this was a very heartfelt movie. It was fun. It was funny. It had laugh. It had heart. It had every element that you can look for in a movie. It made me tear up. I'm sure if you don't tear up or even get choked up, you're not human, in my opinion. That's just me. And not only this is a great animated film, I think this is a great film, period. It doesn't matter, even if it's animated or a live action, this belongs in with the conversation as best film of the year. That's just my opinion. What's your score?
I will give it a 7. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah, 7. Just because I feel like, what kid is gonna know what the heck is going on?
That's true. Like,
we got it because we're semi-intelligent.
And it was fun.
It was a very fun movie, and cinematically it was perfect. So, take that for what it is. But have you seen it? Let us know what you thought of it. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video,
comment
your score, and we'll see you next time.